Ladies and gentlemen, pardon the rickety ship creaks. We are back one mo again with the homie J-Dub.
Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. I probably shouldn't refer to myself as a monkey, should I?
I'm sure somebody out there wouldn't like that. You do what you like, sir.
We talking about the Davy Jones and Michael Nesmith, that monkeys. You know, hey, hey, we're the monkeys.
Right.
People say we monkey around. Hell yeah. Maybe, yeah, let's remake that show with four brothers. The Funky Monkeys.
The Funky Monkeys.
Damn right.
Them last monkeys didn't know how to do it. We know how to get down.
We know how to get down. They ain't had no soul.
Yeah. So yeah, I was trying out this new episode with a new theme song so that maybe the show won't get banned by Spotify anymore. I made this. I'm going to keep making stuff, and hopefully things won't be as struck on YouTube or Spotify or whatever. So sorry to the Spotify listeners that have been shortchanged. Tune in elsewhere. Fuck Spotify. But doing the best I can.
Yeah, shout out to all of our people in Belarus and Russia who can no longer hear or tune in to anybody.
Constantly getting fucked with in Belarus and Russia. It's not good.
They missing out, man.
They are. It's a damn shame. It's just not cool, man. I don't mind Belarusians or Russians. Don't mind them at all.
Shout out.
Shout out to the Belarus and the Rus. All you motherfuckers.
Ruskis.
These Ruskis, it is okay.
They drink the vodka and we're getting very stereotypical at this point, but it don't matter because, hey,
they say stereotypes happen for a reason.
They do, and without stereotypes, there would be no comedy, so hell yeah, go stereotype.
There's something to that. And I'm hoping that the background music, if I just keep it lower, it won't come through very often. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure I'm going to get shows struck from the fascist regime of Spotify where they just can't have anything. Oh my God, I'm killing it. I'm killing it with the squeaks, bro. The squeaks is just fucking horrible, bro. Oh my God.
This show is brought to you by WD-4000.
For real. This show is brought to you by I'm going to be as still as possible. Yeah, I don't know, man. I based that first one off of 12 Monkeys. Put 12 Monkeys in the mix, looked at it, and tried to make something that looked like it, and then fucking knocked it out in like a half an hour and was like, the next one, if I just keep doing half-hour sessions trying to make a theme song, like, by the 100th or 200th theme song, they're going to be getting pretty good.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Getting pretty elaborate.
Were you intentional with the 30th anniversary of 12 Monkeys?
No, I thought it was funny that you mentioned Monkeys right out of the gate. You know, I just like the 12 Monkeys intro. I'd play it right now, but it would get us removed from Spotify. Oh my God, this fucking chair is a nightmare. Yeah, here. Yeah, it sounds kind of like this.
Yeah, man.
If you listen to the intro, you can hear it.
Terry Gilliam got it funky like that, baby.
Terry Gilliam does some good shit.
Terry Gilliam does some good shit. Did Brad Pitt get an Oscar for that movie? I know he got nominated.
I think he got nominated. He didn't get an Oscar, though.
Of course.
Of course not.
But he got one for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so that makes up for it.
Well, that was kind of deserved.
It sure was. I think he's at least going to get a nomination for F1. That's for damn sure.
See if you can hear the similarities.
This sounds like, so if like 12 Monkeys were made in the 60s by the motherfuckers that made Batman and Lost in Space and shit.
Yeah. And that's the Blue Oyster Bar theme I'm cutting up there.
Oh.
And that's got that horn. It's just slowed down.
That's like, yeah, you coming through the jungle. Like, Hillary,
And
what's
then,
that?
And then the next thing you know, there's a bunch of dudes wearing leather dancing. What the fuck's going on, man?
bunch of leather wearing cavemen
Leather-clad men of caves.
who are coming for you.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, not at all.
Nothing wrong with none of that. Live your lives, people. Enjoy yourselves.
Indeed, you want to live in a fucking cave and wear leather all day?
I fully support.
Absolutely.
I think that's a good time. You should. Oh my god, I gotta find another chair. This is terrible. This is just terrible.
This guy.
I can't feel, bro. I can't move. That was the one thing about the handhelds. It wasn't a problem with the handheld mic.
Is this thing still live?
Yeah, bro, we rolling.
Oh, shit.
I gotta do something.
So this man is switching out his NASCAR seat real quick.
Keep this up. And I got nowhere to go with it, man. I'm just gonna have to deal.
Just gotta sit that ass. Guess it's nothing.
It's just terrible.
It is nothing.
It's just terrible.
Gonna have to let Billy Joe. Billy Joe. All right. So check it out. Have you seen Green Day recently?
No.
So they showed up on like a New Year's shit like a year or two ago.
And that little bit there that you were just hearing is what's gonna get us docked off of Spotify.
That little nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fucking Billy Joe
Fuck.
Armstrong and his goddamn good sounding voice and still looking like. That's the point I was getting at. You look at the rest of Green Day, they look like, yeah, they've been partying and rocking since 1992. Billy Joe somehow looks 2 years younger than he did in 1995, bro.
He's using makeup, dog. He's just wearing too much makeup. That's all.
It's
That's all
that,
it is.
or they joked about in the new House Party movie, like, you know, the whole secret society joint. At one point, Kid Cudi's part of it, and he gets killed at one part of the movie. And they're like, oh shit, what are we gonna do without Kid Cudi? And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. I'm not the first Cudi. So I'm not convinced that that's the first fucking Billy Joe Armstrong that we're seeing on stage right now.
That's a very interesting concept. Like, you think they might be cloning him?
Like Mickey 17. That's Billy Joe fucking 12, man.
It could be. I mean, if he just keeps coming out with the same afflictions and the same desires, and he just keeps like doing drugs and dying of an overdose, and they just keep like hitting the button and popping out a new one.
Like, no, people aren't ready to lose Green Day yet.
And he doesn't remember. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why am I here right now?
Yeah, why do I have these blackouts randomly every once in a while?
It's like I remember stuff, and then it's not there anymore.
And my asshole always hurts afterwards. Like, you can't erase that part from his memory either.
You never can tell.
Just like Chuck Berry said.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, y'all. There's a lot going on. I wanted to, like, I don't know, try like something to try to bring more randomness to the show. You know what I mean? But I was thinking about, I don't know, just like asking ChatGPT what's hot in the podcast community today. Like, what's the most popular topic in this podcast community, and going in on that. You know,
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm interested to hear how that correlates with, like, I don't know what, like, the top news topics are. Like, is it going to correlate to, like, what's interesting? Or is it going to correlate to, like, what's, oh my god, so
Yeah, right.
the new colors for 2026.
Right. What frame is it coming from?
Yeah. It is the 17th shade of mauve. It's going to be outstanding, darlings. 2026 is going to be the mauve year.
Right on.
The year of the mauve.
The year of the mauve.
Yes.
Things is going to be hot this year.
We're coming back with Sprockets 2.0. It's going to be all mauve.
Sprockets.
Best in German television presents Sprockets. I'm your Black Dieter.
Ladies and gentlemen, featuring J-Dub, a.k.a. Black Dieter.
Ding.
Dieter, would you like to touch my monkey?
We have to not go on SNL though, because I'm worried that we might not make it in life if we make it onto SNL. Even though that curse hasn't been true for quite a while. So party on. To SNL for breaking the death curse.
Oh, what, actually getting funny again?
Oh, no. They killed that long time ago.
They're not funny anymore? I don't know. I haven't watched it in a long time. I know they got Cam, and Cam's kind of fucking funny.
Cam who?
Cam Patterson.
Cam Patterson.
He was a comedian on Kill Tony, which is big time.
Okay.
And he landed on SNL because of that. Yeah. So he's like a Florida dude. It's like in his late 20s. It just came and hit the fucking scene. And now he's like on SNL like 3 or 4 years later.
Nice.
So he's doing pretty good for himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll catch like clips of SNL every once in a while. And I guess it's okay. But and maybe it's us getting old. I don't know. But that shit ain't hitting like it was back in the 90s, man. That shit hit different. That shit hit way different. The Sandler, the Farley, the Spade, fucking... I was even a big fan, like, I'm one of the few people that was a big fan of, like, Dennis Miller doing Weekend Update.
Dennis Miller doing Weekend Update was good, but no one will be as good as Norm.
Yes, there will never be another Norm.
Norm was the greatest. Like,
Norm was the greatest.
Norm got fired because of OJ jokes. Like, dude, you're the man. Like, you get fired from SNL for doing too many OJ jokes they don't want you to do. Like, they'd be like, he was like, so-and-so won the Heisman Trophy this year, and that's something they can never take away from you, unless you murder your wife and some random waiter. Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's some fucking wonderful stuff. R.I.P. Norm Macdonald.
Indeed.
That is a missed individual.
R.I.P. Norm Macdonald and Bob Saget. If you had asked me 20 years ago, out of the Dirty Work crew, who's still going to be alive the longest out of the three, Norm Macdonald, Artie Lang, or Bob Saget, I've been like, Bob Saget, easily.
Wow, Artie's alive, and Norm and Bob Saget are both dead. Wow. That's some wild shit, dude.
Drugs, man. Fucking drugs, baby.
I don't know if it was drugs with Bob. I think it was,
No, I mean in terms of longevity. Like, that's why Artie's still going.
Oh, that's an interesting take. Yeah, Artie's alive because of all the drugs. He did the Keith Richards.
He did the Keith Richards.
He fucking, like, whatever you call it, where you know, make it last, whatever. He's pickled or something. You know what I mean? It's like he's pickled his system, and everything's just like, yeah, we can just chill like this for a long time.
Yeah. It's like, basically, like, he built up a tolerance to a shit ton of drugs.
To death.
To death.
Yeah, it's a to-death tolerance via drugs.
So there are three people that I can think of that have done that. That's Keith Richards, Artie Lang, woo! Ric Flair.
Oh, Ric Flair, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Ric Flair kicks out of life all the fucking time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, because he should have been dead the way he's been going.
He's been going. The man's been in like 5 plane crashes.
He's
and shit.
trying to be the wrestler, like the Mickey Rourke character that dies in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be the most befitting way for Ric Flair to die. And he almost died in the ring at least once or twice. Like, he had a heart attack on live TV. Like, that motherfucker should be dead.
His last match, like his actual last match 2 or 3 years ago, he's like bad, man.
Yeah,
like,
dude, he's too old for that shit.
He's too old for that
I
shit.
couldn't fake slap Ric Flair right these days. I'd feel terrible about it. Like, bro, nah, man, I can't. You want a chop? Nah, I can't do a chop.
Can't do a chop.
Can't do a chop.
Can't do a chop. If you still want to do the flop, that's cool, but I'm not doing the chop.
Yeah, we can't go there. I had to pull it completely, miss completely. I couldn't do it. You know, because what if you slapped Ric Flair, he went into his flop, and then he died? And you're the last one that chopped him, and he died from it.
So in that instance, would you feel bad? Or would you been like, yo, that's how Rick wanted it?
I mean, it would depend. Are we on live national television while this is happening? Then I'd feel less bad about it because this is what Rick really wanted. But if we're at, like, the local VFW in, like, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, number 445, in a ring with, like, 17 people there watching, I'm going to feel pretty bad about that. You know what I mean? That's going to be like, all right, well, I got to quit now, too. Although, you could ride that all the way to the top. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, I'm the man that killed Ric Flair. Woo!
That would make you the biggest heel of all time.
That would be such a heel move, bro.
You killed the biggest heel of all time in the ring.
Yeah. He was in the ring and he didn't walk out. Because I was there. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to Ric Flair it up. Like, you'd have to put that Ric Flair into it.
Oh, yeah.
While you were making that statement. You have to get the bulging veins coming out of your neck, turning red, yelling and screaming. Like, the greatest of all time. You know, to be the man, you gotta kill the man.
And I did it.
And I did it.
What?
Whoa. No more. And that was that. No mas. Sayonara. Arrivederci.
Cool Rick, man.
Yeah. I don't think ChatGPT fully understood me with what I was asking. It gave me a whole bunch of generalized rundown shit. But there is a... painful to hear how podcast rush to video is turning them into a, I don't know, from The Guardian, some article that came out 14 hours ago. And I'm like, that's interesting, because we've been doing videos, check yourself, for a long time here at the Mason and Friends Show. Started in the mid-600s. We went over 600 episodes before we even felt like fucking around with video. And that was only because Phone Homie was smoking so much weed on camera, we were like, it don't matter what we do. Did not
That's
matter.
crazy. I don't know if anybody out there in entertainment land or wherever you're listening to the show has sent a shout out to the Mason and Friends Show on hitting 1,000 episodes or not, but a huge round of applause for 1,000 episodes is still running.
Thank you to all those who care, all those who listen. Shout out to the big timers out there.
Ate up boots and Gucci suits. Whatever the fuck them niggas said.
Because we stay fly.
That's right.
Got everything in my mama name. But that's it's okay.
Cause I'm still fly.
Like,
no, bro.
I mean, but that does kind of make sense when a woman tries to come take all your money and your house is in your mama's name. Like, sorry, honey, you can't have half. This belongs to my mama.
Belongs to my mama.
I bought this house for my mama. One day, it will be bequeathed to me, and then I will put it in a trust or something along those lines. You know what I'm saying?
Gold diggers, man. So, I've always said that I was going to like meet somebody at like a grocery store. I guess we're getting to that age or something. Like, I always thought I was going to meet somebody at like a movie theater or at a wrestling show, which still could happen. I don't know.
Sure.
Anywho, I'm at Wegmans the other night, and this chick, I don't know exactly how to classify, like...
So you met a broad?
I met a broad. She seemed to be of Arabic descent. Let's say that. From the Middle East somewhere. Okay. I don't know where from the Middle East. She had the Habib on and shit. Real cute. And she spots me. She's like, hey, do I know you from somewhere? And I'm like, I don't know.
Your dreams, baby.
That's what I should have said. That's what my brain and my dick were thinking, but my high heart was saying something completely different. It's like, no. Let's slow it down. Let's not rush into it with this chick just yet. Like, maybe you saw me at trivia somewhere around the way. I host trivia around here. So it turns out, like, she said something where she was like, I'm into entrepreneur, like teaching classes about how to be an entrepreneur and shit. Which at that mind did tell me one thing, like, all right, this chick could try to sell me on something, so maybe not go too hard on this. But she says something along the lines of, I'm trying to retire real soon. This chick looked real young. I said, damn, you already think about retiring? She was like, well, what's retirement? Is it money, or is it like, what defines retirement? Is it money or age? At which point I said, hi, I'm John.
Smooth.
Yeah, no.
Smooth move.
So
hey, lady that looks younger than me that's thinking about retiring, do you need someone to take care of?
Yeah. Or to take care of you?
May I sign myself up? Would you like me to bring you dinner? I will go down and pick up the DoorDash at the door.
Yeah. We swapped numbers. I was going to hit her up the day after, but that was Christmas Eve. Like, nah, I ain't hitting her up on Christmas Eve. She hits me up yesterday. Like, oh shit. And I was about to hit her up like 5 minutes beforehand. Like, cool. All right.
You're in sync.
Yeah, we're in sync. That's what got me. It's
simpatico.
Like, we are Justin Timberlake up in this motherfucker. And she asked me what I was doing today. I was like, yo, I'm going to film my boy's podcast today. Can we meet up maybe sometime later on in the week? And that's when she hit me with I was really hoping to get about 30 to 45 minutes of your time. It's like, oh, you ain't 30, 45 minutes, no date, boo.
Yeah, that's whack.
That's whack. I didn't even respond. I probably will at some point.
I'd say something along the lines of, that's an oddly specific amount of time. What are you pitching?
Yeah. What you trying to sell?
Yeah.
That I cannot afford.
Yeah, what are you pitching that I don't want to, bother with? Entrepreneurial lady.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing my entrepreneur shit. So I did not text her back on purpose. I legitimately forgot to text her back because I got into my own studio shit like last night. It's like,
sure.
I'm not fucking with that shit tonight.
Yeah.
This is not how I'm trying to end 2025. Not on that note. It's like, no, I'm not going down that route.
You don't want to be pitched like a timeshare.
Hell no.
Hey, look, what you can do is you can buy soap and shampoo from me, and then you can sell it to your friends. Huh?
And then I'm on here doing that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, that's not happening.
Yeah, holler at the Dub, and we got really nice moisturizers.
Yeah,
fuck that noise, dude.
Fuck that.
All that sort of thing. I talked to somebody about that once, and I was like, what are you talking? Why? All right, have a nice day. Like, leave me alone. I'm not buying your soap.
See, that's a problem.
You're
and
tripping.
That's one of the reasons why I haven't texted her back yet intentionally is because when you try to tell these kind of people no,
yeah, they just go even more ham.
they just go even more ham. Like, they'll reframe the same fucking question in a different manner.
But you mean you don't want to stay clean with nice, good soap products?
Nah.
I got the best soap products, man. My soap is better than everybody else's soap.
I'm good. I'm leaving 2000.
Are
baby.
you selling paper street soap? Because otherwise, I'm not interested.
Right.
If this ain't made from the fat of humans, I don't want that shit.
And I'm talking about fat ass humans,
right?
man.
You got human fat. Is that you got that for me? Human fat soap, like fucking Fight Club. Come on, baby. That's what I would do. I'd be like, if you ain't selling Fight Club soap, you know what I'm saying? Made out of dead human beings, or actually not dead human beings, fully live human beings that are packing it back on to come back and get a little more lipoed out. You out here ripping off the liposuction company, man. Bro, that is fucking bananas. No wonder, and when you're by yourself doing it, no wonder you get that shit caught on the fence and all over your hands. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. When you render human fat down to make soap out of it.
In your kitchen, bro.
In your kitchen.
In your kitchen.
Yeah.
Like that.
And you're burning your hand with your lip mark for yourself. Nobody else. There's nobody else there.
Yeah.
You're just doing this to yourself.
And 2 minutes ago, you were just walking around by yourself eating cereal like it ain't no fucking thing.
Yeah, you turn away your girlfriend and pretend it's not you anymore. That's a way to break up with a bitch right there. Mason, what's going on? Mason's not here. He left. I don't know when he's coming back. What? Yeah, Mason's not here, bitch. What did I just fucking say? He was here. He told me he was leaving, and he left. What do you want me to do about that? Whoa. Yeah. Yowza. That's some wild shit right there. That's you've gone off the deep end, buddy. That's some sad shit when a motherfucker doesn't know that they're there anymore. I've left the building. He's left the building. Mason is no longer here. He's checked out.
He is checked out of life.
No mas. He's gone. You know that guy you used to know? Yeah, he's not here.
I could see that shit happening.
It's gonna be like that song. Ding, ding, it's somebody that you used to know. Trying to make sure I don't hit on any too much copywritten shit for the sake of the fucking bullshit ass. Well, I'm not, at the same time, I'm like, yo, fuck YouTube, fuck Spotify. Yeah, I don't want you motherfuckers to change my show necessarily. I've been thinking about doing theme songs different, but if the necessity to play The Exorcist comes up, I'm gonna fucking play The Exorcist. You're just gonna not have to be able to listen to that shit on Spotify that week. Spotify's most deleted show here at the Mason and Friends show.
T-shirt idea. Shit, you know what? If I'm running a wrestling show and that's the saying you come up with, that shit is on the merch.
Run that
T-shirt tomorrow.
Yeah, it could be. Spotify's most deleted podcast. We don't play by the rules. Ooh,
fuck the rules.
Look at that. I am going to try to make intros, though, because I think it's a lofty goal. And I got the ADD, so I like to do 50 different things at a time. And this works for me. See that? And fart at the same time.
Have you noticed that? There's a theme going on already. We're talking about evolution, baby.
That's right. Things are revolving here at the Mason and Friends show. They're continuing. I'm going to have to buy a new chair so that I can have one that doesn't squeak. Something along those lines, anyway. I don't know, man. Really irked by the system. Really irked.
Damn. Ain't that a bitch?
Ain't it, though?
But that's okay. At least you got a place to sit, and that's all good.
That's it. I got a place to sit. I just got to do it very still. Can't lean forward, can't lean back. I got a nice little thing going right now. I haven't squeaked it up. There was a little one there. If I lean too much to the right, I squeak. I lean too much to the left, I squeak. Lean too much forwards or backs, I squeak. It's really fucking annoying.
Yeah, you can't bring that chair into the Mission Impossible data room, man. That'll set the fucking noise sensor off in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That shit can't be in no CIA building.
Nah, this is not acceptable. This is not an acceptable chair. It was all right when I was using the handheld mic, because the handheld mic was just not picking up like this Howard Stern mic here is doing. The TLM 103 with the motherfucking... This is the 25th anniversary 1 of 500. Boom.
Oh.
That one there is not a 1 of 500, but it is a TLM 103. The one that Jew uses is a knockoff TLM 103. It does okay. It's pretty good. It picks him up. So that was a task. But the fact that it's like 1/5 of the price of these other ones, yeah. But it looks the same, and it is a clear knockoff, though.
Back to Amazon Basics, like we were talking about earlier.
I copped that shit on eBay. It was like straight out of China. I was like, I know this is going to be a risky... This is a total roll of the dice, but if it works, that's a good fucking buy.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I put the Jew on it, he was talking, and we could hear him, and I was like, well, that's a problem that's solved now. Because that motherfucker, man, on every motherfucking mic I've ever had before I got that one, he'd be like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, what are you fucking saying? Oh, I just said it, man. I'm just talking over here. Like, bro, you got to learn to talk into the mic. Look towards it. Just look towards it. Ah, man, I'm here. You know, it's been a real struggle for 1,000+ episodes trying to get that dude to talk on the mic. You know, you go back and listen to some of the early deleted stuff off of Spotify that's not on Spotify anymore. If you listen to it on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or any of the other number of podcast applications that you can find podcasts on, it's probably even on Amazon Podcasts at this point, I do believe. Pretty much everywhere, except where we're being deleted on Spotify on a regular basis because they don't understand. Their algorithm AI does not understand fair play or satire.
Unless you're Taylor Swift and you're singing about your boyfriend's dick.
Well, I mean, isn't that what Taylor Swift always sings about?
Pretty much.
The dick that is or the dick that was?
The dick that isn't.
Yeah, that's what Taylor Swift's singing about.
That's the album that I want to hear. I want to hear about the next dick, because that means that Travis Kelce gonna have to fight somebody.
Nah, Travis Kelce ain't fighting nobody, man. When they break up before they get married, watch. They're engaged now.
I know.
But it's very likely.
And it killed his fucking career.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They
look
got
at
engaged.
the Chiefs.
You're not lying, man. They got engaged and the Chiefs turned to shit. Wow.
I saw that coming with Jessica Simpson and Tony Romo. Look at what happened to Tony Romo.
Tony Romo was never in the game, though. He was never a contender like fucking the Chiefs have been.
He wasn't, but look at, like, if you go to look at his game pre-Jessica Simpson and then after Jessica Simpson or as Jessica Simpson was going on, boom, there was a sharp decline. Same thing with Travis Kelce, man. Same thing with Travis Kelce.
Hey, well, you know, apparently rich pussy can throw you off your game.
Mm-hmm. They showed my boy Herbert up in the crowd with somebody.
Does that mean everybody else on the Chiefs is fucking her too? And that's why... So, I mean, what's going on there? Like, it can't just be Jason Kelce got engaged and now the Chiefs suck. It can't be just that.
I don't know.
You know?
You would think the more powerful the pussy. I mean, we are talking about Times Person of the Year last year.
I suppose so. That ought to elevate your game.
You know? That should elevate your game.
That should be like Badu pussy, as Mike would say. Because you know how Erykah Badu fucks somebody, and then all of a sudden, they're like next level. But they're wearing, like, you know, scarves and dashikis and shit.
Travis Kelce, are you hearing us right now?
Big strange hats. That means Travis Kelce needs to date Erykah Badu. You need to dip back to the black, my brother.
You need to dip back to the black. Because right now, according to Time Magazine, you are dating the white female Martin Luther King Jr.
Really? That's what Time Magazine called her?
No, but she is the person of the year, and you know, I mean,
Martin Luther King was the person of the year.
Martin Luther King was person of the year. I think Adolf Hitler was the person of the year at one point.
Trump pulled it. Hitler. I'm sure they got Kennedy. One of the Kennedys, at least, probably got it once.
I'm sure Gandhi got it at some point.
That sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Like, we're talking Martin Luther King, Gandhi.
But I mean, couldn't Osama bin Laden be on that list just as much?
Yeah, you're right.
You picked the right year.
You picked the right year. You know Saddam Hussein could be on that
list. That's what I'm saying. There's all sorts of, like, Putin. Everybody could be on there. I think they probably gave it to Vladimir Zelensky a couple of years ago because they were kissing their own asses like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Probably.
Yeah.
If not, he's probably going to get it this year. I don't know.
No, he ain't getting it this year.
Who's getting it this year?
No way. Time Magazine Person of the Year. When does it come out?
It should be up pretty soon.
Personally, yeah, they might go with Trump again. That motherfucker's been everywhere.
Literally.
Can it be Jake Paul? Even though that was cool that he got his jaw broke. I mean, I'm like, hey, finally somebody like went off script and bust that motherfucker upside his head. That was pretty freaking bodacious.
It just sucks it wasn't Tyson.
It really does suck. I would have much preferred to see Tyson do it, because I actually was watching that fight. I didn't watch the Joshua fight. I just watched the highlight when he grinned and then popped him right up inside the mouth. Wow!
Yeah.
And now that we've gone 6 rounds and you can't keep your hands up anymore, blap. What was that?
The way it should be.
And it literally 2 places. Broke the jaw 2 places, not just 1. 2 places.
Just, ooh.
Yeah, looking like Michael and the Godfather. Or some broken jaw shit.
They won't see me coming. They won't suspect me.
That's right. You gotta get there, you gotta hide a gun in the bathroom.
Make sure you get somebody good to hide that shit. I don't want my brother coming out with nothing but his dick in his hands, alright?
That's right. That's right.
Santino knew what was up.
Yeah. Not enough though, because they got his ass and eventually. But your boy Sonny, he liked the idea about the powders. Yeah. Trying to change up little evolution here at the Mason and Friends show. Got the microphone stand set up with the non-handheld mic and the too much squeak in the chair being really noticeable now. At least to me, I don't know. In playback, it might not be. You never can tell. Hopefully, I'm not annoying the fuck out of people. Somebody's out there listening with headphones right now like, fuck this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I would be. I'd be like, I'm turning this shit. If this was annoying as much as it is to me, I would totally turn out of this motherfucker.
That means whoever you just asked ChatGPT about, whoever's out there is like your top podcaster, some bitch out there is talking about, how unprofessional his chair is squeaking.
Yeah, it really is. It's very unprofessional. I agree, bitch. Whoever you are, Taylor Swift, whatever your name is, woman, I agree.
Oh, well.
Terrible. It's just a terrible, terrible sound. But I'm going to keep trying to make it not happen. That's about as good as I can do, though.
We're just taking things back to old school. The way things used to be. The old way. The way things that used to be. Yep. Just rough and rugged and raw, baby. We don't give a fuck.
Rough, rugged, and raw.
I'm out of here because we're chilling on the next door. Hit the crossover. I heard that shit on Rock the Bells last week for the first time in like 30 years. That shit took me right back to 6th grade, baby. Was it 92 or 93 that EPMD came out with crossover? One of them fucking years. I think it might have been 92. Because I think it was the same season that like Rump Shaker and fucking House of Pain, Fine Malt Lyrics dropped and shit. Oh.
Good year.
Good year.
It was a good year. A very good year. Like the tire.
92, baby. Shit, that was the year of
the LA riots, right?
Yeah, it was the year of the LA riots.
That's when they beat the shit out of Rodney King for only but so good a reason. But I mean, he did seem to be continuing to get back up, which, you know, if you hit a motherfucker with a baseball bat and he stands back up, you kind of got to hit him again. I don't necessarily agree with beating him in the first place, but the fact that they were beating him and he just kept standing there coming at him, like, whoa, guys, that guy really is a psychopath right there. I don't know if it was a justified action, but once you start hitting a motherfucker and they keep coming, you got to keep hitting them. You know what I mean? That's like
the dude on Cops on PCP.
That's like a standard. Well, isn't that what he was? Wasn't he on PCP?
He was on some. I don't know if it was PCP.
I think he was on PCP.
He might have been on coke. I don't know if it was PCP.
Well, it could have been both.
Or it could have been both.
You know.
It could have been both. It was the 90s.
Yeah. Damn right.
There was some crazy shit going on in the 90s.
They had the good cocaine back in the days. Pre-fentanyl cocaine. Fentanyl-free cocaine.
Fentanyl-free everything.
Hell yeah.
Fentanyl-free everything. Yeah,
except for fentanyl. If you needed that, they could give you a lollipop or something.
Yeah.
Here's a fentanyl lollipop. Take a lick.
Yeah.
Don't eat it all. Don't chew it. Don't chew that motherfucker. Just lick that bitch. Put it back in the wrapper. Let it dry, stick it back in the wrapper. Lick it, blow on it, put it back in the wrapper. That's the way to handle your fentanyl lollipops, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the way most people, I like to call y'all virgin. What's the word I'm looking for here? Virgin rookies when it comes to fucking with weed. Because as soon as we
virgin lungs,
or especially virgin edibles. Because have you ever noticed when trendy, especially with trendy people, right? When especially when things are finally legal and okay to do, it's oh my god, I'm gonna try these gummies. They're gonna flip me out. Yeah, they're gonna fucking flip you out because of the fact that your ass ain't used to this shit.
Yeah, and you don't know what you're doing.
I had this one chick tell me that she had to go to her friend's house, and a whole bunch of her friends were going over to comfort this one woman. Because she fucking ate a 50 milligram gummy when she should have only ate
five.
The little hand on the
literally 100 times too much.
And she ate the whole motherfucker, which is fine to me. But what you gotta understand, and if anybody out there is listening, see, this is an educational show. I imagine that
educational purposes for sure. When it comes to edibles, we're here to teach.
We're here to teach. We're here to educate on the edible.
You better be careful with your edibles.
You got to be careful. You cannot rush out there and just. So that's the equivalent. So most people can get it. If you've never drank before in your life, remember back in college when you drank jungle juice for the first fucking time. Now imagine if that was the first drink your ass had ever had in life.
Well, it's more like taking a double shot of Everclear when you should just have a little bit of the fucking punch.
Yeah.
We made this Kool-Aid punch with Everclear. Okay, well, let me get a cup. That's about the equivalent of doing a 5 or 10 milligram. The equivalent of the 50 or 100 milligram edible all at once is doing the double shot of Everclear. Mm-hmm. Just straight to the face.
Just straight to the face.
Blam. I did that at a party once. It was insanity. And then I did the 151 shot double right on the back of it. And then I went and took a nap after 40 minutes or so of raging. We were at Joe and Marco's apartment. You know the place. And somebody poured a double shot of Everclear, and then a bunch of people stood there scared of it. And finally I got annoyed and walked up and just bam, knocked it down. And then they did the same with the 151, and everybody stared at it and was scared of it. And I went there just bam. And then, like I said, I raged, and I fell asleep. And I woke up, and I surprisingly felt fine. But, at that point, I was a fairly seasoned professional at that point when it came to that sort of foolishness. I wouldn't jump into that now. That would be a very, very bad night. But, I remember I woke up, I looked around, I picked my head up, and I was like, I can walk. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm not dead. Let's go. And I was all right. It was pretty raging, though. I raged for about 45 minutes.
Only 45
I had about a 45-minute run after that. Because that double. When you do the math, the double shot of Everclear is 8 shots or something like that all at once of regular liquor. And then the double of 151 is 6. So that's pretty hefty.
So you fucking did 26 shots?
No.
Hold on.
6 and 8. So it was about 14 shots. 14 shots of your regular Aristocrat vodka. 80 proof Aristocrat vodka would be about 14 shots of that. But it was in, it's about that much liquor. It didn't take up too much space. It went right into my bloodstream. I was money, dog. I was money. I got up, I drank some water. I was fine. My head didn't hurt. I wasn't still wasted. Got I think in the El Camino and drove out of there at that point. Next morning, got in the El Camino and went home.
Not right after.
No, I didn't. No, I literally slept I woke up the next morning. You know what I mean? I probably took the shots at 11:30, partied till say 1 at the most, and then passed the fuck out. And then woke up at 8 or 9 and got back with it. Just get back after it. Let's go. What's next? Where we going now?
Yeah, what's going on tonight?
What's next? Yeah.
What's happening at the house tonight, y'all?
Yep. Where's the party at?
Shit.
Goddamn right.
I miss that shit. I wonder if COVID severely fucked that for everybody. What is Greek life like now?
What is any party like for these young bucks? With the COVID advent. The way that people don't even here's the thing though. You go to public places nowadays. Back in the day, you go to a public place, you got a joint, you got some weed. Motherfuckers are out to get a hit of that weed. Yeah, here you go. Fired up a blunt one time at Lollapalooza with Vinny, and some girl came up, was like, can I hit that? I was like, yeah, I'm talking to people, giving people weed. And when you go to places now, you can't give away weed. Motherfuckers can't give away weed because everybody's got their own weed. So nobody gives a fuck. It's a fucking very different scenario. You know what I mean? Because everybody's got their own. Like, I was at the Action Bronson concert in D.C. a few years ago, and you could go outside and smoke weed on a balcony. There's all these people out here smoking weed on the balcony. And this girl goes, hey, does anybody want this? And then nobody says anything. And she goes, it is weed. And nobody said anything.
What?
And she was like, all right, well, I'm going to just leave it right here. And she, thank y'all. Have a nice day. And, like, left her weed, like, cigarette, whatever it was. I don't know if it was a blunt, if it was a joint. I don't know. It could have been a packed bowl. I have no idea what she was offering. I didn't even look. I have my own weed. I didn't give a fuck. It's a different world, man. Totally different world.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I went and saw Cajun Yak Balls in Baltimore with Ephraim one time, and like had a fucking had a Black and Mild stuffed, and I was like, and I said, look at, because we left it in the car and people were smoking cigarettes inside, so I was like, he was like going out to the car to hit some cocaine or some shit. I don't know what he was doing, but I was like, bring back that blunt. And I said, when you come back, fire it up, take a few hits, and when you're good and you don't want any more, then pass it to me and I'm gonna walk away. And I walked away, and he said that as soon as I walked away, like 12 people started looking around, trying to find it. And I went and I stood maybe 30 feet away at a different spot at this venue. I can't remember what venue it was, but it was like I was hitting that shit under a light and blowing the smoke above me. And then when I finally finished the fucking blunt, I looked up and there was a cloud above me like a nuclear bomb had gone off. I mean, there was just this thick cloud right above me, and I was intentionally blowing the smoke straight up as to not to attract attention to myself, because it was technically not a legal thing to be doing. You know what I mean? But yeah, he said that when he finished hitting it and passed it to me and I walked away, that as soon as that happened, there were like 7 or 8 people, 12 people or whatever, all looking around, trying to find the weed. Let me hit the weed.
Yeah.
Can I get a hit of that? Nope. Sorry, bro. Pre-prohibition, you never could tell, man. Sometimes you let it go, but a place like that, I ain't got much. You know what I mean? It was out in public, different thing. Totally different world. I used to stuff blacks all the time. Speaking of which, Merry Christmas. There's a couple blacks over there for you.
Oh, dude. I thought...
They've been here a while, so I don't know how fresh they are, but they're still sealed. They're still sealed.
I thought you were using these to pack something with. Appreciate it.
Nah. I got one still that's in an unopened, or it's in an open pack. I figured I had 2 unopened packs, and that's not something I fuck with on a regular basis, so I know you do. So get at it.
Appreciate you.
Merry Christmas, motherfucker. The homie Dub got me a DVD or whatnot for Christmas. So I suddenly realized I should get him something, sort of. Even though I do sponsor a show in certain ways, so no biggie.
That's right.
Shout out to JDL TV5,
Superstation WJDL TV5, or as I like to say it online, Superstation WJDL TV 5.
Yep, like 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
That's right. It's just the way that it rolls off, like the tongue, just 5, like 5 alive.
Your shit continues to be more and more amusing to me, though. I saw that you like now you're making it like you're actually back in the 80s, where you tune into something and the credits are rolling for the previous TV show. Like you got like the Urkel freeze frame or whatever going on. Like it's some crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
My man's TV channel that he does on the YouTube is like watching TV back in the 90s or the 80s. Mm-hmm. With his old school commercials and shit. Very amusing.
So you're not just tuning into a wrestling show, you're tuning into a fucking channel that's already been on all goddamn day. You just happen to be tuning in to watch wrestling.
Yeah, the wrestling, that's what it feels like. When that shit starts up, it's like, look at this shit, man. We just missed Archie Bunker. Like, alright, well, at least wrestling's happening. The fever dream of pro wrestling presented by the man J-Dub.
If anybody has ever watched a recent Monday Night Raw episode and you're feeling rather sentimental about the Attitude Era and the 90s, I suggest you give the Monday Night Raws a particular watch, because the lead into those will make you feel like you are watching right back in November of 99, waiting for Raw to come on, baby.
Damn right.
That Walker Texas Ranger ending right before Monday Night Raw come on. You hear that guitar riff, 3 words go through your mind. Raw's coming on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Anybody want to tune in tomorrow night? We got Starcade going live at 8 o'clock from Baltimore at the Sold Out. I think we got 700,000 tickets sold so far at the CFG Bank Arena, because Stone Cold has returned to WCW as of this past Monday night.
As Stone Cold, not just the ringmaster or whatever his name was.
Yeah, he's as Stone Cold, and he's got his Stone Cold music, you assholes out there who say that Triple H can't fucking come to WCW with Motorhead as his goddamn music. Oh, he's got to be Paul John fucking Levesque or whatever his fucking name is. He can't be in there as Triple H. What kind of madness is this? This is Sparta, bitch.
That's some bullshit.
That's what we get to say to you clowns out there that can't handle the absurdity of what my man Dub is bringing to the table when it comes to professional wrestling foolishness. This motherfucker right here is crazy.
This motherfucker just told me that my fake wrestling was too fake.
Yeah, for real. Somebody's mad at you for making fake wrestling too fake. That's not realistic enough with your fake wrestling based on a fucking video game. Like, you're just putting random people in your matches in video games. Yeah, but it's fucking ridiculous.
And it's turning in. So that's the crazy thing. If you go back and watch the very beginnings, like the very first matches, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was randomizing characters, just letting the matches play, getting stoned, commentating on the matches. But then when I start making actual shows, like actual episodes, like, wait a minute, this shit should actually start making some sense instead of just these thrown together matches every week.
It should make sense. Now, does it? That is the real question.
Ooh, does it? Does it? Does it? Well, shoot, you got Stone Cold, who just came back this past Monday to WCW, reforming the two-man power trip with Triple H, which means Stone Cold came back as a goddamn heel. He'll be fighting Shinsuke Nakamura tomorrow night at Starrcade.
See, and this is where your fever dream starts to lose me, because I don't know some of these guys. Triple H and Stone Cold, I'm there, but Shinsuke Nakamura, I think I've seen him when I have watched your channel, but like, the name sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you who he is.
See, any wrestler, like any hardcore wrestling fan, if that match were to actually happen, like, I'd be losing my fucking mind. Like,
right, what is he, like from Japan or something? Mm-hmm. And he's like one of those Japanese guys that throws themselves through the light bulbs?
No, he's straight up, he is what they call the king of Japanese strong style. So like his style is like very much like martial arts like. Is
he like the dude that fought Dan Severn and they beat the piss out of each other?
He's more of like a modern day Great Muda.
So he's a modern wrestler. He's wrestling now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's a Muda that doesn't spit shit.
He doesn't spit fire.
He doesn't spit the green mist or anything. Even though every once in a while in his bad guy persona, in his heel persona, he'll spit some black shit. So I guess he does spit some shit. Yeah, so like I just spit some shit.
So he is the Muda.
So he's like a new Muda, yeah.
I don't even know what that is though. That's how non too much into it I am, but whenever I watch your shit, there's always like some other kind of like wrestling stuff that comes into my algorithm. But lately I've been getting a lot of old school rap stuff, like underground rap beefs and shit like that, explanations and long format summarizations of rap beefs that I was aware of. Like I watched the Eminem Caged thing recently.
No shit.
Yeah, talking about the Eminem and Cage beef from like when I was really paying a lot of attention to underground rap. And so it was interesting to have the whole thing broke down and explained from like, I guess knowledgeable perspective, I guess would be the term to use, like, but unbiased. Like the guy wasn't really like, this guy sucks and this guy's better. It was just kind of like, this is what happened and here's what was said. It was a little redundant. They'd play like different interviews where the guy was saying basically the same thing, but it was interesting. It was definitely an interesting time.
Okay. Yeah, it was an interesting time. I guess they do still have feuds.
Sort of, but not like they did back in the day where they'd rap against each other on a regular basis. And they sort of do, I guess. You get Kendrick and Drake and shit, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like, I guess they're still going at each other at times, but it doesn't land on my table as often.
It doesn't feel as, for lack of a better term, as dangerous.
It's also not as organic, like where it'll just be like a throwaway line in a verse that you hear from somebody that you like on a random track, and you're like, oh, that was cool, but I think I know who he's dissing, but whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't so much matter.
Or it could be Tupac calling out Faith Evans because she fucked both him and Biggie.
Hey, well, if you fucked Faith Evans, if I fuck Faith Evans, I might brag about it.
I saw Faith Evans on a documentary not too long. I would still fuck the shit out of Faith Evans.
Like, if Faith Evans wanted me to hit it, and then she went and just ran off with somebody else, like, I might be like, hey, whatever, bro, I fucked her. You know what I mean? Like, I might put it on. I might literally talk about it on the podcast. Like, if Emma Watson and I had a one-night stand, I couldn't keep it to myself. You know what I mean? I'd be like, bro, you guys are never going to believe what happened, yo. You're never going to believe it. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring this episode of Stupid Shit to a close. We have reached up against our time limit. Hopefully we haven't struck in anything too hard with the copyrights, but we'll see. We'll see. We're trying to be a little more judicious about it, but also kind of not giving a fuck. So fuck Spotify and fuck YouTube, but not fuck you. I hope you're well, whoever you may be.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, man. There's probably going to be an extra 2 episodes this week coming out, so, prepare yourself. If I can, I'm going to drop this one tonight. We'll see. But, once again, thank you so much for listening to the Mason and Friend Show. Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick. Keep grinding on the shit you're trying to get done, because that's how things get done. Check out the homies show. There is a link in the description on the podcast to the JDL TV5. I still haven't convinced him to get on Rumble, but we'll see if it happens. Anyway, don't forget, we love you very much. We wish you nothing but the best, and peace be with you.
Deuces.